persistent around here. Now we're going to bring the fastballs.
All right, I got it. I'm ready.
Dave, how far away is this team from playing the game that you want to see?
Well, we've had some nights where we've played very well and very consistently throughout. Our last couple nights haven't been what we want them to be, so we've got to try to get back on track here tonight.
Dave, all games important, but division matchups a little bit more meaningful?
Yeah, you can't dig yourself too big a hole as you get into your divisional schedule. I mean, those, that win-loss record, at the end of the year starts to add up pretty quick and dictates a lot in terms of potential playoff positioning.
Can you talk about your relationship with Chris Knobloch when you worked together in Philadelphia?
Yeah, I mean, you guys have gotten to know Chuck now a little bit. First of all, he's a great family man. He and his wife, great people. Just really well thought out. I mean, he's a guy that's gonna articulate things pretty well and communicate really well with his players, and very confident in the way he goes about his business. And he carries himself that way on a daily basis.
He said that he was going to take great comfort tonight knowing your mom was cheering for his Oilers.
I got bad news. I had dinner with her last night, and his stalwart fan has jumped ship, and she's cheering for the Kraken tonight.
Will she be wearing a Kraken sweater? Has she gone over that
yeah,
far?
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
You call him Chuck. What?
That's sorry.
How's this
Chris,
throw
that's
from
the old.
second
That's
base?
no. Yeah. Well, we haven't tested that out. But anyways, it was. Yeah. That was the easy nickname for him in Philly.
A lot of the players called him. Sorry, DVS. A lot of the players said he's calm. How would you define him as a coach? And what?
He is, and that's what I mean. I think he's really well thought out. I think he knows what he believes in. He communicates well, and he does that in a real calm way, in a direct way. And he's always been that way. That's who he is, and I believe he's pretty comfortable in his own skin in that way.
Jordan said that incident the other day was pretty scary. He's
Yeah.
happy to be back on the ice. Can you just maybe thought on what happened and just having him back?
Yeah, I mean, it's those things they happen quick, right? And I think we all know that we were fortunate and he was fortunate. It could have been it could have been much worse. It could have been a different outcome. Those are the kinds of things that just they leave the building pretty quiet and pretty empty. Even coming out of a practice. So we're fortunate. We're happy that he's been able to mend up fairly quickly. The doctors and Ebs took all the right precautions, right, and taking the right steps to make sure that everything is internally healed up, and he's good to go. So that's a pretty good result from what it could have been 10 days ago.
Yeah, and just having him back in the lineup, how big is that for this
Yeah,
year?
he's obviously a leader for us. We don't have anybody that wears the C, but we've got some guys that we really rely on in that regard as leaders, and he's for sure he's one of them. So his presence in our room is really important.
You guys called up Andrew Podorowski yesterday. Just what aspects of his game made you want to bring him up?
Well, Potsy's a guy that he's been within the organization here for a couple of years, and his camp this year was really good. He's coming off an outstanding year where he was a leader down there for a real successful group, and the opportunity to have him come up I think is an important one. I think he's earned it, and if need be, we're in a back-to-back scenario. I don't expect him to be in the lineup tonight. But we know that he's a guy that can go in and provide the things that he does and do it confidently. He's a real intelligent, creative player that has some high-end offensive ability. So if we need him in the lineup, he'll be ready to go.
What's the first thing that went through your mind when you heard that Chris was all of a sudden got this job? Did you think, did it come out of the blue to you, or what did you think?
Well, I'll tell you the second thing. I can't say the first thing out loud. No, you know what? I was just happy for him. I mean, we've stayed in contact, and he's done a really good job. After his time in Philadelphia, he's done a nice job in Hartford. He's done the things that he's needed to do. He's taken all the necessary steps, and there's no perfect timing as to when that opportunity is going to come. This is the opportunity that opened up for him. and he's going to make, he's going to make, he's going to make good of it, and it's going to end up being great timing for him.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dave.